Welcome. Today feels like a splendid day for an adventure to see what's been going on in the world of Neopia. Now, as you can see, my children are very sad because I neglect them. But that's alright. Whatever, we're off to the Faerie Festival. Now, I don't think there's a lot of story this year. I think it's just clicking on Varia and reading a little anecdote about her friends in New Fairyland. Let's see, who else? Oh my goodness, the ads. Alright, now to be honest, I intentionally disabled my ad blocker just for Neopets because I can't afford to have a bunch of subscriptions right now, so I don't have premium, but I still really want to be able to support them in any way that I can because it means so much to me that this site survives, so that's why I have ads on. But anyways, so in case you're wondering, I'm sorry if it's annoying. There aren't many records of Luxinia before she was encased in crystal, but we do know she used to work at the Fairyland Employment Agency. She thinks it must have been because of her love for helping those around her find what they love to do. Before that time, we believe she went to Fairyland Magic Academy, but those records were pretty destroyed. Oh my goodness. This plays into my Xandra theory of Xandra being the one who wrote that note from the Luxinia being the one who wrote that school report in Xandra's trick-or-treat bag. And, see, I have theorized so much on this, and I feel like a lot of my predictions have come to fruition. I mean, I wasn't right about absolutely everything. I don't know why when they suggested that trouble comes in threes or whatever it was they said in the AMA, that I thought I would be adding an existing character to our roster of villains instead of a new character who was specific to the plot. Duh. That was silly of me. And there were a couple other things that I think were kind of a reach. But to have this specifically called out, and I forget if they talked about it in the Fairies Hope, Faerie Fragments story. I can't play Faerie Fragments anymore because my phone won't run it. My operating system, or my Android version, is too old, but whatever. Maybe we should start up a school in New Fairyland. Here, take this for your studies. Thanks, Varia. Are we finally gonna get Neo schools? Is that what this is hinting at? Alright. So, Oh, I bought this guy when I was looking for something for, a fairy quest. I always check the shop first to see if it's in stock before I ask people to help, because I'm still very nervous about it. Although there's this one Neoboard post that lives in my head rent-free because it was a direct attack on me. It just rocked my entire worldview, and it was a direct criticism of who I am in calling out people who don't have the self-confidence to ask for help through the lens of fairy quests. They got me. They really got me. What else? Oh, yes. Well, let's go back to... I'll check the quest, and then I'll check my safety deposit box, and then I have an idea. I was going to make a video about my review of the... Oh, lovely! Oh, she is stunning! I've always wanted one of her. The most special girl. Oh no! Not a fountain fairy quest. Do I already have an act? Wait, loosen sword techniques. I should have. We'll come back to it. I'm a terrible navigator. This isn't how I should be doing this, but whatever. We made it eventually. Let's go to the rainbow fountain. I'm not even waiting for it to load. Oh yeah, we already... Could this be the time? You know, way back when I don't remember, it was one of my uni videos maybe, but I think I might have mentioned it. I was planning on painting Bridget electric because, as sort of the next chapter in her story, as my own life story kind of evolves, because if you recall, I got that uni as kind of a celebration of a milestone in my life, and it's sort of a promise to myself, and it felt like a new beginning, and it was sort of emblematic of that. And since then, I hit some unforeseen roadblocks, but I'm back up, and I feel like this is another new beginning and another time for me to step up and decide that I'm willing to change. I'm willing to keep moving forward no matter what. I'm willing to both let go and hold on. And I was holding off on painting Bridget electric for so long. And oh my goodness, Neopets is crazy. My own lore is so silly with how deep I'm making this, but this is all entirely unnecessary. But anyways, if you don't know, Bridget was the very first Neopet I ever created back in 2002. She was originally a blue Gellert, and then she was zapped by Bucci, and she became a baby, and that was something that I sort of incorporated into her story. You know, I like kind of blending the happenings on the site with my own Neopet stories as they exist in the Neopian canon, where like the plots take place and whatnot. So part of her story was that she became a baby, and but she was the oldest sibling, and she still felt like she had to be the strongest. She had to keep fighting regardless of this kind of deficit she'd been put at, where she'd been essentially trapped in the body of a child. So she kind of developed a hero complex, and she had this big chip on her shoulder, and she really devoted herself to becoming the best, or if she could be, in the battle dome. She became the fighter even more than she was originally. And then because she was, she was struggling, but she was, she still tried so hard for her family, and she wanted to overcome the circumstances that had been thrust upon her. So, her family made her a potion. There's I have another Neopet who's kind of into sorcery and potion making. So he and her other siblings worked together on that, and he's kind of experimental. He's he's not the best. His name's Riven. He is a plushie because one of his experiments gone wrong. Essentially, he's missing an eye. So that's him. That's a different story. But anyways, it was just supposed to turn her back to normal, but it also ended up turning her Moroccan. So she's has kind of this like serpent body now, which is cool. And the thing I guess I kind of regret is that I didn't have, I'm a very slow artist, so I didn't really have all the time I would have liked to explore her in this form in terms of drawing her in different scenarios and really creating a good reference for her like this. But I can still do that if I want. I can draw things from any time in my pet's timeline. But I think this is the ultimate next chapter. She was never meant to be Moroccan forever, although I do love the color. I think it's gorgeous, especially with the nostalgic styles now. But I think, again, this is a symbol of me moving forward, and this is what she always wanted. She always meant to come back to her normal self. So I think Electric is perfect because it's blue. It reminds me of who she originally was, but it has sort of this extra power to it that sort of visually reflects all the strength that she's accrued along her journey. So here we go. I guess it's time. Are you ready, Bridget? Wow, she looks really good now. She sure does. Do I even have an outfit for her? Oh my goodness, I can dress her up. I can do anything. So, wait, I need to check something. Oh my goodness. Okay, before we do that, we have a whole itinerary to get through that I've just conceived of in my mind. So, okay, I don't care about double fortune cookie time. Double time for, well, actually, I don't even know what that does, to be honest. Oh no, now that she doesn't have the nostalgic style on, everyone can tell that she's sad and naked. Oh dear. Okay, we'll get you sorted in a minute. But first, let's see, how many do we need again? How many points? 281. Yeah, okay. I believe we can do that. We just need to go to our safety deposit box. And I have a lot of things, but I don't remember of what. I've already been through all my dark amulets. I had 200 of them or something. Or I had a lot. Oh, and you know what? You know what else? I would like to do something. I forget what. All right. I've just been reminded that I also need to work on my Neo home. I need to rebuild. That's another new beginning thing. I need to move my classic Neo home from Dargan to where? Oh, to Rue Island, silly. It even says Rue Island. Oh my goodness, I have some news for you. Well, this is exciting. I think the ads kind of ruined this, but can you believe that I actually won the user lookup spotlight? Well, it doesn't look great. Whoa, Doggle Fetch. I didn't even realize I had the trophy. Actually, I did, but I forgot about it. Anyways, so yeah, this very kind of classic sidebar MySpace inspi. Oh, look, and there's Bridget, Moroccan Bridget. We do have a picture of her. And Spice and Snip. Anyways, oh yeah, okay. Can I show you this page? Really quick. I'm still working on it. But yeah, I would really love to have an Appaloosa uni as the polka dot color. I know that, they release different markings and things with wearables, but those aren't really canon. I don't think, like, when it comes to wearables, there's no differentiation between, like, the on-site experience and the Neopian canon. So it would just mean so much to me to have, like, a horse and, like, Appaloosa or leopard horse color in the actual, who could actually be a character in universe. So that's kind of the difference for me, since I'm so attached to, exploring the actual world of Neopia and its lore. So I made this page that provides different examples of, how these markings manifest in horses for reference for the Neopets team, and like different possible horse colors. I briefly explain the genetics and how white is a result of depigmentation, characteristic traits, because I think this could be like a really neat detail to have. The white sclera, which is, a lot of people say appies have the look of a haunted Victorian child for that reason. But yeah, so there are different ways that it can manifest, and there are a lot of other cool horse girl users who have also made their own Appaloosa unis designs to submit to TNT, and it was a really nice experience because we all kind of came together in the boards leading up to last uni day, and just to have 3 at least different people just individually have this idea and to want to to all support each other and to have had the support for the community, even though it didn't get made. That was really cool. Oh, and I haven't added this to the page yet. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to, but I can show you if I still have it. Oh yeah. So I also made this kind of page to, I hope it makes sense, to explain what they did with the dappled uni markings that I think they kind of released in response to our designs and suggestions, and how, just to kind of further explain how depigmentation creates spots on horses. So you can see here that the spots are the horse's base color, always created by areas showing through surrounding depigmentations. It does look kind of weird because the way they did it, the spots are kind of inverted on the head, but if you just focus on the body, I think it gives a really good sort of idea of how these markings would manifest on a real horse if these colors were possible on real horses. Yeah, so that's that, and you can check out these pages. Both have amazing uni designs on them too. So yeah, you should check those out. And I forgot what. Oh right, I'm looking in my safety deposit box. Okay, so I'm looking for things I hopefully have a lot of that I can give away. I have a lot of these for scratch cards, which are worth 10 points, but I don't know. Should I use them? Should I give them away? Oh my goodness. Well, they're not worth that much. I don't know. Okay, I'll take out 6, and I might scratch a couple. Should I scratch them or should I just use them for the Faerie Festival? I don't know. No, I feel like I should use them just for fun, just to see what happens, because I have tons of other items that I've just been hoarding. Festival, I must say, I do appreciate that this year it is focused, or it's point-based instead of, or it has a point limit rather than an item limit. The Candy Chan staff. I was waiting to see where its price would settle before I sold it, because I don't really collect stamps. I decided Qasala was going to be the page that I filled. I think I said that. And I got really embarrassed one time in the boards because I was stupid and I said that, I don't know, that I was hoping they would take a little longer or take their time to fill it, because so I had time to catch up, because, it was just kind of a casual, fun thing that I was doing. I'm not super obsessive about stamps, and that was the one page that I decided to fill, but it was silly. Because, everyone in that board really wanted them to finish the page, and I felt super guilty right after I posted this. Why did I say that? I'm stepping on everyone's hopes and dreams. I'm a monster. What have I done? It was not my finest moment. I'm gonna donate what I have now and then see how many points we have left to fill, if any. Yeah, you can have those. Okay, nice. Yeah, it's filling up pretty quickly because we had all those 10-point items, but now we're on the slightly lower ones. So, I'm not sure how this is going to work. Oh my goodness, I can't even click donate items. Bloody ads. This is what we've been reduced to. Okay. We only need 1 point left, so we can just give one of these girls. That's okay. 2 points. That's fine. Yay! Okay, so let's go to the scratch card kiosk and see what we can see. Why is it? Oh, you're having breakfast. Well, never mind. We will not be scratching any cards today. What a place to end. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in subscribing, I would really appreciate it. But I would also love to hear what you think of the Faerie Festival and your Neopets experiences. Or, whatever you would like to share. If you want to comment. So, that'll be all for today. Thank you again.